HIMS and HERS dropped over 30% Monday after Novo Nordisk announced they are ending their partnership with HIMS and HERS. Now, fast forward to today is Friday. We had two up 10% days back to back, but now we're seeing a sell-off into market close because tariffs might be back on the menu for Canada and maybe more countries in the future. So the market is really not liking that news. But in today's video, I want to focus on HIMS and HERS, what the Novo and HIMS partnership ending means for the company, and what I'm doing with my position. So let's get right into it. Quick portfolio update, a slight red day. We were green earlier. Still sitting above the 70K mark, so super exciting. As you see, we now have 400 shares of HIMS rather than 300 previously, and that is the change I made. No, I did not trim my position. I didn't de-risk. I am adding more, especially in this market when we're so risk on and some names are so overstretched. It's been difficult to find some deals. And when I saw this 30% drawdown in HIMS, it was just a no-brainer for me personally. Now, others might have a more bearish take, and I'm going to go into the news in a minute. The Novo and HIMS partnership ending does not affect the long-term thesis, in my opinion. So let's get right into the news. Novo Nordisk terminates collaboration with HIMS and HERS Health due to concerns about their illegal mass compounding and deceptive marketing. Collaboration of over 1 month has ended based on HIMS and HERS deceptive promotion and selling of illegitimate knockoff versions of Wegovy that put patient safety at risk. And then you have Novo Nordisk playing the hero here. Novo Nordisk won't stop taking action to protect Americans from the dangers of illicit foreign active pharmaceutical ingredients in knockoff drugs. Basically what they're saying is this compounded semaglutide that HIMS and HERS is selling is dangerous to the user and contains illicit foreign active pharmaceutical ingredients. And unless you have half a brain cell, you know Novo Nordisk is not concerned about the patient. They don't want HIMS and HERS to have a compounded semaglutide offering that is much more affordable and achieves the same results, even if it's more beneficial for the customer to be on a personalized dosage with HIMS and HERS. Right here you have them saying we will work with telehealth companies to provide direct access to Wegovy that share our commitment to patient safety. And when companies engage in illegal sham compounding that jeopardizes the health of Americans, we will continue to take action. Then you have them saying based on Novo Nordisk investigation, the semaglutide active pharmaceutical ingredients that are in the knockoff drugs sold by telehealth entities and compounding pharmacies are manufactured by foreign suppliers in China. According to a report from the Brookings Institute, FDA has never authorized or approved manufacturing processes used by any of these foreign suppliers to make semaglutide, nor has the FDA ever reviewed or authorized the quality of the semaglutide, in quotations, they produce. The report also found that a large share of these Chinese suppliers were never inspected by the FDA, and many of those that were inspected had drug quality assurance violations. I think it's kind of a low jab because it was common knowledge that these ingredients, these APIs do come from China. So this is no surprise. When you have HIMS and HERS advertising their compounded semaglutide offering, you have them clearly saying that it is not FDA approved. The stock took a huge hit, dropping over 30% because litigation risk is back on the table. When you had them announce this partnership with Novo, you saw a huge rise in the stock price because one of the main bear thesis was just debunked. Litigation risk was taken off the table. Now it's back on. And for me, the most disappointing part is whenever we saw that partnership, I said in the previous video, it paves the way for the future where HIMS and HERS partners with Big Pharma rather than battling against them. And now it seems like we're right back to battling against them. And not only that, the market seems to still be considering this company just a GLP-1 company. But we knew once compounded semaglutide came off a shortage, if they continue to sell it with personalized treatments, you're going to enter this kind of gray area and face litigation risk from Big Pharma arguing, oh, well, it's not personalized, they should just be on regular Wegovy. But I do want to bring up Andrew's response, which was very good in my opinion. We are disappointed to see Novo Nordisk management misleading the public. In recent weeks, Novo Nordisk commercial team increasingly pressured us to control clinical standards and steer patients to Wegovy regardless of whether it was clinically best for patients. We refuse to be strong-armed by any pharma company's anti-competitive demands. It's a big word, anti-competitive demands that infringe on the independent decision-making of providers and limit patient choice. We take our role of protecting the ability of providers and patients to control individual treatment decisions extremely seriously and will not compromise the integrity of our platform to appease a third party or preserve a collaboration. The health and wellness of individuals always comes first. We will continue to offer access to a range of treatments, including Wegovy, to ensure providers can serve the individual needs of the patients. I really like this third paragraph here, and this is part of the bull case for HIMS and HERS, is that it's this health platform that is putting the consumer first. That is key. And if you have a platform that's offering affordability, personalization, and prioritizing the patient, it's ultimately going to succeed in the end. So you really have HIMS and HERS standing up against Novo. And I don't think HIMS and HERS needs this partnership with Novo to thrive. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say this partnership ending is bullish for HIMS in any way. I don't think that at all. I think it is bearish because it brings back this litigation risk, and we will likely see lawsuits. But there truly is no telling, but it doesn't change the long-term thesis for HIMS. I think you can go ahead and erase the thoughts of a Lilly partnership coming. But anyways, I saw the 30% drawdown, in my opinion, as an overreaction in the stock. HIMS and Hers is back below a $10 billion market cap. Keep in mind, this company guided for $6.5 billion in revenue for 2030. In my opinion, that is very sandbagged, so I have no problem adding at current levels. And that's just me. You need to do your own research and come to your own conclusions about this company and whether or not that this partnership ending is a serious game changer for you. The stock can absolutely go lower. It wouldn't surprise me, especially if we see a lawsuit from Novo. And now on to some good news. You have HIMS and Hers announce a new CPO. I don't want to butcher this name, so I'm not even going to try, but she is from Robinhood. She led Robinhood Gold. I cover Robinhood a lot on this channel. None of that should sound unfamiliar to you guys. And she's bringing that same product vision and customer obsession to HIMS and Hers as our first ever chief product officer. So this is a huge and very bullish acquisition in my opinion. You had the stock react very positively to this news because investors are thinking the same thing. I cannot wait to see the things that she brings to HIMS and Hers. Keep in mind, you'll also have the acquisition of Zava going through over the next few months, likely expanding HIMS and Hers footprint internationally. So that's another catalyst coming soon. But the portfolio is doing extremely well. I'm very happy with how things are going. I really hope this whole tariff fears keeps going and we see a further drawdown in the market because, like I said, a lot of things are kind of expensive right now and overstretched. I would like to see lower prices and get some deals, but we'll see what happens. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate you taking the time out of your day to watch my video. Remember, there is a link to the Discord in the description below where you can access my HIMS and Hers deep dive and long-term valuation model for 2030 and 2035. You guys have a great rest of your day. Be safe. God bless you all.